Hello! Good afternoon, everyone! And I'm here inside the washroom or the toilet. And I hope all of you are having a great time despite you need to be on isolation or self-quarantine or whatever it is. But I am here today coming on Facebook Live because I wanted to teach you all the proper hand washing technique. Right? It is very, 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 very important because especially during these days, because of this COVID-19 or the coronavirus, it's a pandemic. So hand washing is really very important. And a little bit of my background for all those people who knows me, and for those who doesn't know me, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse by profession. So I've been a nurse here in the UK for 20 years now, and mainly my background is intensive care unit, and I've been a stroke nurse specialist. And yes, I have 20 years of experience, so 22 years, including 2 years in the Philippines. And we use we call it medical hand washing, because there's a surgical hand washing as well, which is for those surgeons and nurses working in the operating room or operating theaters here in the UK. So I'm going to show you how to do proper hand washing. So as what I've said, we call it medical hand washing. But of course, it's not going to be medical hand washing, but it's something similar, because if you're in a restaurant or anywhere else or even at home, it's very important that you know the proper technique on how to do hand washing. You might say, oh, it's only hand washing, I can do that. And maybe, but you will find out later on when I demonstrate it. It is very important because it is a way of preventing the spread of infection. As a nurse working in the hospital, it is very important to do a proper medical, or what we call aseptic. A means absence, septic means microorganism, it's or infection. So aseptic. We call this, basically this is called medical or aseptic medical hand washing technique. But because this is for everybody, not all of us works in the hospital obviously, but even at home or when you're in a restaurant or in a public place, especially if you're using a public toilet. And this is important that you know this one, because this will help prevent the spread of infection in general, especially during this time of pandemic. Okay, let me show you. So this is just how we do it. Okay, this is not the ideal one because we're not in a hospital, because what I'm going to teach is something that we do in the hospital, but we are adopting it into a public place or public toilet, restaurant, or school, university, or wherever you are. You can use this, but the most important thing is you know how to do it properly. Obviously, you have no control on what soap you have, just like this one. Ideally, of course, it should be with antibacterial. But let me just show you. Of course, you will open the tap, right? Open the tap. Yeah. Open the tap. So make sure you wet your hands first. Wet your hands. Yeah. Wet your hands. And then get the soap. This is not ideal now, obviously, because this is not we are not in a hospital. So you will just apply the soap, right? Apply the soap all over. And this is the part which is very important. So this is what you're going to do. Do this, right? Do that on your wrist. Yeah, and then that one. This is the proper one of doing hand washing. Okay? And then your thumb like this. Do that. Okay? Do that. And then on the other side. Yeah, do this. Next one is like that. Back of the hands, interlock like that, and then Other side. Yeah. And then of course your fingernails. Yeah. Like this. Do like this. And the palm as well. And then the other side. Do that. And then do this. See? You think it's very simple, right? But you have to target those things, those areas of the hand where it is always missed. Do this as well. And do that. Yeah? Okay, so I'll repeat it again. Alright, so after applying the soap, ideally it should be antibacterial. Do this in your wrist. Right? Do that. Thumb like this. Like that. Do this. That. This way. This way. Do this. That. And then that. And then you're ready to rinse, right? So ideally you shouldn't be touching these things, but I mean, you don't have any control really, unless you're in a hospital. And of course the sink is a bit small as well, so you just basically rinse. So you think hand washing is very simple? You think it's simple, but you have to know the technique, because the most important thing is there are areas of our hands which we normally miss. And by using that technique, that medical hand washing or aseptic technique, rest assured that you have cleaned all the areas of your hand, right? So that's it. So this is very important. Don't underestimate it, because our hands, we use it anywhere. So this is just to make clear, okay? If you're in the hospital, you just need to use your elbow, right, in order to close the tap. But you don't, as what I've said, you don't have any control of it, right? At least you clean it, and then you just have to close it, all right? And then just dry your hands thoroughly. So yes, I hope you learned something from that. And it is very, very, very important to share this to all of your friends. Why? Because this is one way of stopping the spread of infection. Infection in general, and especially this time, especially in this pandemic time. So your obligation, guys, all of you watching right now, you have to share this to your friends, every single friends of yours in Facebook. Otherwise, you're not doing your bit in order to stop the spread of this coronavirus. So all of you, I'm expecting all of you watching right now. I got 8 viewers. Kisha, Paul, Ellen, Warren, Geraldine. Now, it is in your hands. It is your obligation now to share this video to everyone, every single Facebook friend you've got, so that we can stop the spread of this infection, of this virus. It's all in your hands now. I will see who's going to share this one. Tricks, you have to share this video. This is the proper hand washing. This will help spread the infection. This will help stop the spread of infection, especially during this time of pandemic. So I hope you learned something from this video. So this is Jeremy, the Germinator, leaving you space germ-free. So thank you very much, everyone. Mel, you have to share this video to all your friends, okay? That's your obligation now. This is doing your bit on how you can help stop the spread of infection. Apart from other measures, hand washing is very important. Okay, bye for now. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you.